show you a shiitake and a button. This is typically what you see in the grocery stores, your typical button mushroom. They're very light white. This is a shiitake, and they're usually really funky in shape, and oftentimes with some of the more exotic mushrooms like oyster or crimini. Now, first off, you want to clean your mushrooms, and to clean them, you don't want to rinse them. I learned this from a Charlie Trotter episode many years ago, because sometimes when I'm lazy, I just rinse them off, especially if I'm rushed. And mushrooms have a lot of water, and when you rinse them, it absorbs that water. So when you cook a mushroom, you often cook a mushroom until it releases its juices, and when you're adding more water to it, you're adding more liquid. So you're going to have more liquid in your dish, and you don't want that. You just want nice mushroom juice and not extra water. And sometimes when you also rinse mushrooms, they get kind of slimy and changes their texture. So there's a couple other ways to clean your mushroom. First of all, you could try a mushroom brush. And if you don't want to spend money on another kitchen gadget, this was actually a wedding gift. You could get, you know, those toothbrushes that your dentist gives you, that you always seem to have like too many toothbrushes in the house. Well, have one in the kitchen and use it as a way to brush the residue and the dirt off of your mushroom. And this is what Charlie Trotter suggested. And I usually do this over a napkin. And as long as you're sticking with organic mushrooms, you've got a clean mushroom. Same with your shiitake. Do this over the sink or a paper towel and brush off all that stuff. And then you can clean your brush and air dry it. Another way to go is something that my mother taught me. And my mother always had my sister and I do this. I'm gonna bring this a little closer. And first off, take your end and slice it off. And then it's like a little paring knife, and I kind of poke out the gills. I'm gonna stick my knife in kind of the gill area and loosen. And then, using my thumb, I'm going to peel that first layer of skin. My sister and I would have to sit here and go through 2 16-ounce boxes of mushrooms when Mom had to make chicken cacciatore. But I don't know, there was something kind of relaxing about it. But this was always our job. Definitely more tedious, but my mother always felt better doing this, because she always wondered, like, where are these mushrooms growing at? What kind of residue is this mushroom growing in? You know what I mean? So if you're a little bit nervous about that, and then did you see what I did? I kind of scraped the stem, and you have a really, really clean mushroom. The shiitakes I don't do that with. The shiitake I usually just use a brush, and shiitakes you don't usually use the stem unless it's a very, very small shiitake and the stem is tender. But usually the stems are very, very tough, and you don't really want that in your dish. And then simply, with both of these clean mushrooms, prep it according to your recipe. You know, slicing it is very easy. And dicing it. One other thing you might need to do with mushrooms, and that's prep them for stuffing. I don't know if you've ever had stuffed mushrooms, but they're delicious. This I used a mushroom brush to clean. You snap off the end so that it's hollow, see? And what you do is And usually these are the mushrooms that you're going to want to stuff are much bigger. And I usually peel them and get to the gills. Grab a spoon and you scrape out the gills. And now you can stuff it with all kinds of goodies. There you go, Mushroom 101. And if you don't like mushrooms, learn how to, because they add so much deliciousness to everything. Thanks for joining me on this 101, my playlist on basic kitchen skills. And please support us by subscribing to our channel, and you won't miss an episode. In fact, you'll be alerted to my Fridays with Flora episodes, which we do bigger projects and funner craft projects and more intense stuff. So, thanks a lot. Have a great day.